Hello, everyone, and welcome to You Can Write Too. That is not even our intro. Our intro is, hey, writers and book lovers alike, welcome to You Can Write Too. I'm your host, Aléce, and for today's video, I'm going to be talking about projects that I've been working on lately. So I thought it would be kind of fun for you guys to kind of see what I'm doing behind the scenes, since I'm literally never posting on this channel because I'm so busy, you guys. I'm so sorry, but I found myself to be busy all the time these days. So I thought now that I have a little bit of free time, I can film a video, film a podcast for you guys. And before we get started, me and my mom, TH Land, have books available on Amazon. They're always our actual author pages, and our books are always linked in the description box down below, so please go check those out to show support to indie authors. Now let's just get started. We don't want this introduction to be long. So I think about like 6 or 7 projects I like to say like truly working on, because I think as writers we have probably about a bajillion like ideas, maybe things that we've jotted down in a Word document or a Google Doc. But the ones I want to talk about are ones that are like at least like 30 pages, ones that I actually plan to get released eventually. So yeah, we're going to talk about that. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of some insight. I don't want to give away too much information, but yes, the first one I'm going to start off with is Project Mystery. I've talked about this like once or twice on this channel, but it's about a group of people solving a mystery. The main character is a girl, and which is kind of different than what I've at least published so far. Both of my stories that I've published were from perspectives of males, so I'm really excited for you guys to see the female perspective, and I think you'll really like her. She's a really cool character, and it's like a group of friends, and I'm really excited about that story because that's different than anything else that I've published, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't want to give too much away. Like, they live in a small town. Yeah, they solve mysteries. It's something that they want to do with their lives. And I think I'll leave it there. I can say there are 2 boys and 2 girls in the group. 2 guys, 2 girls. That is all I can say, because I don't want to give too much away, you guys. But once it gets closer to the publishing of this book, I'll be able to like give a little more information. But this book I'm done writing it. I'm in the editing / publishing process, so that's exciting. Anyways, so let's go to the second project I'm working on, and I call that one Project Apocalypse, which is the sequel to my Humanities End book. So that is really exciting because I've been working on that for quite some time. That book is also done, and it's in the editing stages. So those 2 books are just kind of, working at the 2 that I will be getting out next. And so yeah, I'm really excited about that. And that one, I can't really say too much about that because it's a sequel. So if I explain stuff about that book, I could spoil the first book if people haven't read it. So that's really hard. But yeah. That one is really good. I like that, surprisingly. I think it's going to be more loved than the first book. And if you guys are interested in the first Humanities End book in the series, that book is already published and available on Amazon, and it's always linked in the description box down below, so please go check that out. So now we're kind of breezing through this because I'm only giving like little excerpts. But the third project that I'm working on is called Project Air. I'm pretty sure I have talked about this before. I'm pretty sure I have. Anyways, and that book is cool because that book is a book that's in 3 different, like, it's first person, but it's 3 different characters' perspectives. So that one is a lot of fun. And it's siblings, so it's a perspective between different siblings, and I just think that book is so good. That is a dystopian, and yeah, it's just gonna be really positive themes in there, and I'm just really excited about that story. And yeah, like, the siblings, 3 of them have like 3 different personalities, and it's just about uniting family, and just that book is juicy, and it's gonna be so good, and I really love that book so much. Next, the 4th book and story project that I'm working on is Project, I forgot what I called it, Project Move on here, but I'm pretty sure I prefer the acronym Project MBFAA because, yeah, that acronym, I cannot tell you guys what that acronym stands for till it gets closer to production, to publishing, whatever it's called. Anyways, in that one, the main character moves away from her hometown, and that is Christian fiction, and it's just kind of about, yeah, her moving from her hometown to move in with her aunt and uncle, and yeah, just seeing how God and how Jesus, just how her life gets changed. And it's just so good. And I really like that book so much. It's so cute. Also in first person. The next project is, I'm trying to remember, I don't want to forget these. I call this one Project Royal. So Project Royal is, oh my gosh, I'm trying to explain this. This is I don't want to really say, I mean, I guess it has to be categorized under fantasy just because it's kings and queens. And there are a little bit of supernatural elements in this book, but this book is Christian fiction. And it's about twin siblings. They're the prince and princess. And it's kind of about both of them. Like, the brother, he likes and is fine with the non-royals in their community, while his sister is quite the opposite. She's not really mean, but she just, based on how she grew up, she's like, doesn't really like them. And it's just kind of about, you know, when things happen, things take place, having to rely on people that they may never have had to, and perspectives changing, and growing closer with the Lord, and just very good positive books, you know. And I like to say this really quick, I know a lot of people make stories when they say it has Christian elements in it, but it's not necessarily Christian. It's just like, you know, redemption and sacrifice and love. Like mine, if my book is a Christian fiction, it's going to be Christian fiction. Like, the characters will be Christian, some sort of Christian, you know, theme in there, without hiding it. Like, it'll be like if my book is about sacrifice or something, the book will literally say, like, just as Jesus Christ sacrificed his life for the people and resurrected from the dead, so-and-so, you know, kind of looked at that in a sense, like, he sacrificed himself for his people, just as Jesus would, or just as Jesus did. Something like that, just to, instead of just having people be like, oh, I see the elements, I want them to know this is Christian, if that makes sense. So I'm excited about that. I don't even know, I think I'm on the 6th one, the 6th project. Is that my last project that I'm for real about? I think it is the last project I'm for real about. Because, again, I'm only talking about ones that I'm, like, at least 30 pages into it, so that I do have a little other smaller projects that haven't expanded yet, but there's not much to really talk about with those without spoiling what's there, because it's not a lot. Anyway, so my 6th and final project, oh no, sorry, there's 7. Although the 7th one is more like 20 pages, but we're just gonna add that in there. But anyways, the 6th project is called Project Estelle. And I need to change that, but anyways. And this one is also a Christian fantasy. And, oh my gosh, it's so, I don't even know how to explain it. This is actually my newest project that I'm working on. And I'm already 35 pages into it, and I started it, like, the past weekend. And y'all, it's so good. I love this story so much. I'm falling in love with it so quickly, and there's just, like, the main character, I can talk about the characters, I feel like. Main character, she is not very trusting with people because of something that took place in her past, past trauma, oh my goodness, anyways. And so she doesn't really trust anyone other than her little sister, and, you know, she just kind of keeps to herself. And if people try to get close to her, she kind of has these walls up, and it's very hard for people to break down these walls. And I'm so obsessed with platonic friendships, like platonic relationships, which is what I did in my Humanities End book. This is not a spoiler. It says straight up on the back. But Axel in Humanities End, his best friend is Olivia, and Axel's a guy, Olivia's a girl. But I do platonic friendships because I feel like relationships between guys and girls, friendships between them, there's not enough of them that show platonic relationships. Like, guys and girls can be friends without any feelings towards one another, which I think should be shown a lot more in stories. I feel like I'm obsessed with writing stories like that, so that's also how this project is. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, these two characters become friends, kind of, and it's a guy and a girl, but it's strictly platonic on both ends, which I love. I love that. I love showing, like, relationships when they can be close and they can genuinely care about each other without having any romantic feelings toward one another, which is just the best. So yeah, that book has, like, one of those moments. It's just about rescuing people and sacrifice and trust and I'm falling in love with this and I love it. I just love this book so much. And of course, Jesus is going to be all over this, inserting stuff about God and things like that, because this is going to be Christian fiction / fantasy / adventure. So yeah, I really love this story a lot. I wish I could give you guys more, but like, I don't want to spoil the story. I do not like listening, like, if I'm watching watching a Christian dude, but watching an author, period, and interested in their story, but they give the plot away, so then it's like, okay, if their book comes out, I already know what's gonna happen. So, yeah. My 7th and final story that I can think of right now is I think I called it Project, for some reason, I put at the very beginning, which makes no sense. Crossing that out, Project Sisters. So this book is about sister rivalry, and yeah, that's basically what it is. Sister rivalry. An older sister comes back from college, and her younger sister is kind of like, we've been fine without you, because the sister kind of promised to come back during holidays, this, that, and the third, never did. So this is like, I guess after she got her whatever degree. It wasn't her bachelor's. It has to be like I'll say her master's, because it's been a good while. And so she just kind of comes back into their lives and just kind of makes the main character really salty, you know, because she feels like we've been doing just fine without you. You abandoned us, yada yada yada. So that's gonna be kind of like, I feel like that's the most information I've given thus far on these stories. But yeah, I like putting God in like everything I write, even if the book isn't necessarily a Christian book, which is so fun to me to see like how my characters, their personal relationships with God and how it blossoms or doesn't blossom depending on the character. And yeah, so I'm just so excited about this, and I love it so much. And yeah, I'm glad you guys, if you got to the end of this video, I'm so happy, and thank you so much for listening about my blabbering for my 7 projects that I've been working on, and I'm so excited to just have these books out and have them released. And if you want my mom to do a video like this as well, I will let her know. Just give this video a thumbs up, comment down below. We love comments. Please leave a comment. It makes me so happy to see comments, because I don't usually see them on this channel, so that would mean a lot to me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe with post notifications on, so you guys get notified when I eventually post a video on this channel. And I just love you guys so much, and always remember, you can write too. Bye!